Usman Umar agrees to meet cousin to potentially marry instead of Kimberly Menzies. Hey guys, nice to see you on my channel. During the most recent episode of 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Kimberly and Usman had an important talk. He had said some extremely hurtful things to her. And he did offer a partial apology. But the main problem, Usman's mother's resistance, did not go away. So they met with her again. Things went better, this time. But Usman might end up meeting a young, fertile woman, who is also his cousin. Will she become his first wife instead of Kimberly? Remember, in the previous episode, Usman, Soja Boy, Umar had boasted to Kimberly Menzies that young hotties were lining up for his yammy. He argued that he was turning them all down for her, making a sacrifice. In his mind, she wasn't sacrificing anything for him. Among other things, Usman all but called her ugly. A distressed Kimberly left in tears. So we pick up on Season 7, Episode 10, when Kimberly approached Usman. He stood outside eating sugar cane while he waited for her. There, they spoke. This is where Usman explained why he had said such hurtful things to her. In his mind, this was a direct response to Kimberly reminding him of her boundary, that she would be his first wife, not the second. She had told him that, if that can't happen, it would be better for her to return home single than to prolong her suffering. According to Usman, this hurt him and felt so personal that he simply had to reciprocate. That does not sound especially healthy. Ultimately, Kimberly and Usman hoped that meeting up with his mom, Fatimatu, would go better the second time. Usman explained to the camera that he hoped that his eldest brother, Muhammad, would be present for this meeting. Muhammad seemed more sympathetic, relatively speaking. And, as the eldest son, had more sway with his mom. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to get video updates. However, it was Farak who showed up. Another of Usman's siblings, Farak has been decidedly wary of Kimberly. Like others in the family, he fears that she is baby girl Lisa Ham all over again. However, Farak learned more about Kimberly this time around. She spent 9 years in the US Army's Airborne Division. As a fellow veteran, of a different force, in a different nation, he suddenly felt a sense of kinship with Kimberly. Kinship, one might say. We wouldn't. Someone might. Sometimes, all that you really need is a simple connection to see someone as a whole person. Between that and seeing Kimberly's son, Farak softened on Kimberly. Of course, they still had their previous impressions of Kimberly. Assumptions about her, and the accusation that her gift of a cow was a bribe. But the real problem no longer seemed to be Kimberly. Not after this second meeting. Simply put, Fatimatu wants Usman to give her grandchildren. She wants him to marry a young Hausa wife who can give him kids. She revealed that she has a woman waiting to meet Usman. This is a young, presumably fertile, Hausa woman. She also happens to be a paternal cousin of Usman's. Despite Kimberly's feelings and objections, Usman feels that he must obey his mother's wishes by meeting his cousin and potential wife. Oh dear.